Welcome to the Level Up and Laugh podcast, where we take a lighter look at the world of personal development. Here are your hosts, Nate Bright and Andrea Rice. Welcome, everybody, to episode 1 of the Level Up and Laugh podcast, a podcast for goal getters. My name is Nate Bright. I'm a coach, trainer, and goal geek, and this is...
Hi, my name is Andrea Rice. I have a background in psychology. I am a single mom and spiritual enthusiast.
There you go. Very nice. The point of what we're doing right here is we want to take a lighthearted approach to personal development. Everybody's all, heavy and low, and I got to get all serious. We're going to get a little serious too, but we're going to have some fun about it. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Episode number 1 is going to be all about meditation. Andrea,
yes.
What's your background in meditation? What do you know?
Well, let's see. So I did not do much meditating early in my life, maybe here and there, like just randomly. And then after I got separated, I was married for 23 years and got separated and divorced. And at the time of my separation, I started doing meditation daily, like for hours. And I will say that was a real life changer for me.
Nice. Awesome. My first experience is I heard it on podcast after podcast about leveling up and being like the best version of you and the 10 fairest of the world, Joe Rogan. Everybody's talking about finding this deeper state. So I was listening to it over and over again. I'm driving around between appointments at my old job, maybe 13 years ago now. And I saw a sign that said meditation. I'm like, holy smokes, I'm in the right place. I'm about to find that next level where I can get to. And so I pull my car over and I walk in and I sit down in an empty front room. And all I could hear from the other room is shouting and stern voices and people having the worst day they've ever had. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't think I'm in the right place. This is crazy. And all of a sudden, the two people come out. They're furious. They're stomping out. They're leaving. And the lady who was helping them out was in there. I thought she was the chief meditator.
Right.
I don't know. I guess that's their title. So she comes out and I'm like, hey, I want to know a little more about meditation. She's like, oh, honey, this is mediation. This is not meditation. And so I learned twice a day that meditation is not yelling. And I learned I can't spell. So
sad day, all right.
It's only going up from here. But I've been doing it on and off for the last 10 years since I found a better way to meditate. And we'll share some of those secrets here. I'm not an expert, but I dabble. I do dabble. It's amazing. So for people who've lived under a rock and they want to know what meditation really is, it's a practice where a person uses techniques to focus their mind on a particular target. Oftentimes, it's the breath, like that.
I don't use a lot of breath work like that.
Do you just hold your breath, turn blurple, and pass out?
I have just recently started using breath work, but it's beneficial. Yes.
What do you focus on? Like, what's one of the things you focus on when you meditate?
So when I meditate, I like to do it laying down, like a lot of people do it sitting up. Yep. Yeah, I do fall asleep a lot when I meditate, but I like to close my eyes and I focus into the distance, right? Your eyes are closed, but you focus as far into the distance as you can possibly go. And then I just try to clear my mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. In doing that, you're supposed to train attention and awareness, and it's meant to help you achieve a calm and stable state. That's the point of meditation. It's to unlock that next level. I had the hardest time learning to meditate, and somebody gave me a little hack that I love. And that is when you close your eyes, you're supposed to close your eyes and try to think of nothing, which is
right.
The last thing you do when you're in a quiet room and you close your eyes. You're thinking of everything you have to do. And so they're like, you have to act like in your mind's eye, you're walking into a movie theater. You're sitting down in one of the theater seats. The seats are empty. There's nobody else in the theater with you. Your feet can stick to the floor. That's fine because it's part of the experience, right? Okay. But you look up at the screen and what you picture is a black screen. The black screen, like nothing's playing on your movie theater. And if you sit there long enough, you're going to start to see your thoughts and project your thoughts like you're watching a movie. And when you see the thoughts come up and you see the pictures, mentally wipe it away and get back to the empty screen. Just having that little hack helped me kind of get it, because to think of nothing is harder than thinking of anything, I feel like. So that helped me.
No, I really like that. I've never heard the movie theater hack before, but I have a lot of friends that won't meditate because they say their mind is too active, but I think that's the point. Quiet your mind. Anyone can do it. You just have to practice.
Yes, absolutely. And people get upset when they're like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, I'm always sitting back and I'm, constantly thinking of things and my thoughts get flooded. But the practice of meditation is having that thought, and then they call it the monkey brain, I guess. Monkey brain, is that monkey mind? Monkey mind. And you pull it back to that, relaxed blank slate. So the act, if your mind ever did that, it's almost like going to the gym and doing curls. Like the act of pulling it back to that blank screen is every time you get to pump that curl. And that's where the exercise is. So if your mind wanders off, it's just an opportunity to go get that extra rep in.
I get it. Now I want monkey bread, though.
You said monkey bread? Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. So don't take our word for it. What do we know? I mean, you're a Reiki master. Reiki certified dragon?
Yes. Okay. Level 1, lowest level, Reiki certified.
Well, you're one level above me.
Yes.
I'm taking part of that.
Yeah. Believe everything I say. Yes, that one is coming.
Coming soon. Pay attention. All right. So, of course, when you meditate, you're supposed to reduce stress. And meditation can decrease the levels of cortisol, a stress hormone in the body. And this is a meta-analysis published by the Journal of Psychiatric Practice in 2013. A meta-analysis is like a study of studies. It's like the highest tier of data you can get to. We're looking at all the data and we come to a conclusion. So that's not just one study. That's a Brazilian studies, I'm sure. Brazilian, at least. It improves focus. Meditation has been shown to improve concentration and attention span. A 2012 study published in the journal Frontiers of Human Neuroscience found that just 4 days, not 4 years, not 4 lifetimes, 4 days of meditation practice leads to improvement in attention and working memory. Does that surprise you, Andrea?
Not at all, because I don't know if you have it in your data unit, because I did not review that.
Surprise.
But, schools have done studies as well. And I don't know why more schools don't adopt meditation, but those that do, there is improved focus among the children. I mean, behavior is better. Focus is better. So 100%. I mean, it totally changed my mind.
How about that? Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
You get to undo the power of sodas at lunch.
Yes.
Right. Get that going. And this was interesting. Okay. And it's got a $4 word in this. So we'll give it a go. Right. Let's see. Meditation boosts immune system. Several studies have shown that meditation can enhance the activity of natural killer cells, which play a key role in the immune system. Sorry, I know it's coming.
I don't, because I didn't read it.
In the immune system's ability to fight off viruses and cancer, a 2015 study published in the Journal of Psychoneuroendocrinology found that mindfulness meditation led to an increase of natural killer cell activity.
Believe it.
And
I think I subscribed to that magazine as well.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, you were like,
I'm very intellectual.
Number one. I've got a degree in psychoneuroendocrinology, elemental B and the B. Okay, cool. Nice. So what's funny there is that it takes me back, and this is a hot topic right here, when you think back about the COVID era we just went through, and you looked at the different comorbidities that led to worse hospital outcomes. Obesity was number one, right? Over and over again. But high on that list was anxiety.
Right.
So somebody who had anxiety who got COVID would have worse outcomes than somebody who didn't have anxiety. It was found in the worst cases in the hospital. And they saw that over and over again. But these, people who were watching the news in order to get informed may have been doing themselves a disservice if they actually got it. So that's really interesting. There's that brain-body link. I think I might have just gotten us canceled.
I know. I try not to listen to the news.
Block it out, block it. But that's interesting. That's a physiological manifestation of the benefits of meditation.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah. It's
your mind blown?
My mind is blown, but not too blown.
I get it.
I get it.
I like it. Okay, so I'm new to meditation. I've tried it a million times. Nothing seems to work. What tips would you give somebody? Don't look at that screen.
I won't.
What tips would you, Andrea, give somebody to be able to easily start meditating? Putting you on the spot.
Okay, so I've actually had friends ask me this. So my tips are generally just, cut out all of the exterior stimuli, right? For me personally, I like to lay down in bed, right? So you're not even concentrating on your sitting up straight. Like, to me, that hinders my meditative experience. So that's why I like to lay down. Lay down, lights down, no sound, right? I also like to, I don't know if this makes sense to people, but do it, and I think you'll love it. Like, I like to touch my thumbs and middle fingers together and then just lay there. And I know I'm in a good meditative state when I can no longer sense that my fingers are touching.
Ooh.
Right? Like, so you just become like kind of floating and like, I don't know. To me, it's just like cut out that external stimuli, just lay there. And if thoughts come, fine. And if you can't quiet the thoughts, think of one word over and over again. Like, I like to repeat, if I can't quiet my mind, I'll just think love, 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 right? Just one word over again. That would be my tip.
So you have like a middle finger button. You go,
yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm out.
Yes.
I like that. I've got one of those buttons inside my ear when I want to hit high notes. Like,
he used to be a professional singer.
I mean, I do a lot.
I mean, we'll get into that later.
Telling God. Beatboxing. So if I were to have somebody try meditation for the first time and want to make it as easy as possible, start with something small, 5 minutes at a time. Don't be like, I'm gonna go into a weekend. There's like meditative weekends where they don't say anything for days and days. I feel like you've been to one of those before.
I would love to. I think I mentioned I'm a single mom, so like all the single moms out there, who would not love like a silent retreat? That would be amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be torture for me, I feel like. But yeah. So if you can find a guided meditation other than just trying to sit there and have your eyes closed, that's helpful as well. You find it on YouTube, very easy. I think it's free. YouTube's free. Yeah, YouTube's free. Sometimes it'll get creepy ads that tell you something you were talking about yesterday that your phone was totally listening to you.
Right.
Have you caught on to that?
Oh, I've totally caught on to that.
It's a problem. You can use a free trial on something called Calm or Headspace. In order to get started on meditating, I used to do a sleep story on Headspace. And it's basically, they tell you the world's most boring story in a calm and serene voice to lull you to sleep. And you focus on the voice, you focus on the imagery, somebody walking around an antique store or whatever. It's just some random stuff on there. And it will put you out and it gets you. And then give yourself some grace. You're going to suck at it. Anything you've done for the first time ever, you're going to be terrible. So, do it 10 times in a row. Commit to 10 times, 5 minutes, get a guided one, and I think you'll see some benefits. And it only takes 4 days.
Well, yes, and let me throw this up here, because if you try one, like let's say you try the just laying in bed silent and that doesn't work for you, try the guided meditation. If that doesn't work for you, try walking meditation, right? There are different types of meditation that you can try, and there might be one that works for you better than others. And
if that didn't work, magic mushrooms, what do you think? You have to go big. You have to go next level.
I haven't gone to the psychedelics yet, but that could be a very interesting episode.
Maybe we'll do one.
Yeah. Oh my God. No.
Yeah. Well, like how Nate and Andrea got fired immediately. Nobody's ever going to see this. We're good. All right. Now we're time for an important part of the show. Like, if you can't see this through a comic lens, it'll stick. It'll stick. Yeah. So we're going to look at some memes.
Okay.
And you tell me how like how much these ring true.
Okay.
All right.
Number one.
Meditates once, enlightened AF.
Well, I can totally relate. Like, I feel like that's me. Like, if I didn't know something yesterday, but I know it today, like, oh my God, like, you didn't know this?
Oh, you want
I'm one of those.
Oh my God. And you know what? If I ever actually read a book from cover to cover, I'm going to walk into every conversation for the next 2 weeks.
That's true.
I
know you. So I've got a lot of books from Amazon based on your conversations. So
I'm like wedging it into conversations they don't belong, just to be like, I can read. Let you know I can read. So yeah, I know people who've done it once and they've been, and then all of a sudden, I can do it all the time. I'm an expert immediately.
It's a life changer.
Meditation in the digital age. This guy's saying, in your mind's browser, clear your cache. Now delete your history. Now navigate to a blank web page. Now let me ask you about this.
It's cache, not cache. Is that what you're trying to ask?
I was actually saying, is it cache? Cache?
I think it's cache.
I think it's cache when you're in France. You have to like raise one finger. I'm also well traveled onto the planet.
I'm not as cultured as you.
That's what like cache, huh?
Yeah.
And it's not called intranets with an S?
It's the intrawebs.
Intrawebs. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool. See, we're on it. We're all learning together. It's amazing. So do you think or what do you think about the role of this digital world we live in and how that plays into the need to meditate?
Okay, I think the more connected we are, the more disconnected we need to be. Right? Like, I am very big on vibrations. Mm-hmm. So I think like electronics can sometimes lower our vibrations, but then we can raise them again through, just disconnecting and having that meditative state for a while.
So let me ask you a question. Loaded question. You ready for this? What do you have to be doing in order to meditate? Nothing. Yeah. You have to stay still, be quiet, do nothing.
Yeah.
What is the first thing anybody does when they're doing nothing, whether it be in line or waiting or whatever?
They look at their phone.
So it's like the phone could be a great tool of meditating, but it's probably the thing that is keeping you from it.
Right. Just use it as like your guided meditation sound waves or something.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, so you want to try meditation? Let me just remind you of everything ever.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Monkey mind. We talked about monkey mind. Monkey bread. Monkey bread. Monkey man.
I'm hungry.
Make stuff up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that the worst though? Like you're just laying in bed and your mind is like, let me remind you of this embarrassing thing you did. I still remember this embarrassing thing that I did in 7th grade. Do you want to hear it?
No. Okay. Of course. Yes. Okay. I want to hear it.
So, like, a lot of times I'll be laying in bed just trying to go to sleep or whatever. And I don't know why this is a recurring, like, thing that comes back. But I always try to be really stylish and ahead of the trends. And so I was wearing this really stylish dress at school. And it buttoned up the back, like, buttoned up the whole back, right? And I'm going up the stairs at the end of the day. And all these kids behind me are laughing. And I'm like, okay, Andrea. They're not laughing at you. It's just in your mind, right? But it wasn't just in my mind. Like those buttons had come undone. Like everyone.
Were they snaps or buttons?
They were buttons. But somehow they'd come undone and like my whole rear was just like on display to the whole high school. It was
that day little Jimmy Schwartz turned into a man.
I know.
It's like I'm feeling that felt before. He was behind the stairs.
What is this?
That's what it was.
So it was a good day for him, but not so much for me. And I like replayed
I bet you Jimmy's still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a different way when he's meditating. That's what we're going to call him, meditating.
Meditating with air quotes.
That's awesome. Okay. I threw this in, not because like it's funny, but just to say that this video was from the golden era of YouTube. YouTube for the first 5 or 7 years was amazing. like just the most random collection of stuff that's ever on it. Anybody who's ever had a news like report done on them and they're getting and like they're giving an interview, it's amazing. It's so awkward, so horrible, so over the top. It's amazing. So anyway, ain't nobody got time for that. That is one of the best viral clips ever. And I'll throw it down.
Okay.
Have you seen it? Okay.
Well,
of course you have.
I didn't see the data, but I've seen it.
This speaks to what you said earlier. Not sure if today was a really good meditation or a nap.
I think if your meditation leads to a nap, that's always a good thing.
What?
Yeah.
It's a waste.
No,
Such a waste.
Now everyone needs a good nap.
I mean, you know, when you walk by somebody, you think maybe they're chanting, but instead like, I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything. But yeah, when you lay down for a 10-minute meditation and you wake up an hour and a half later and you're late for everything, you've just undone anything that meditation would have done.
Yeah, but now you're not as concerned about it.
Well, because you just got fired. Not to worry about that job anymore. It was your old job.
Yeah.
You got to find a new job now. You're good.
Yeah, so much time to meditate now.
So much time.
So much
oh, my gosh. Okay, do you have a cat?
No.
I feel like you would have a cat.
I didn't have a hairless cat for a while.
You had a Mr. Biggest one?
Yes.
What happened to the cat? I'm afraid to ask.
I just moved to a place where you couldn't have them, and I had to give them to my brother.
So he's got your cat. His cat's still alive?
And the cat is still alive. Okay. Yes, he's very sweet, very cute.
Mr. Bigglesworth. I really want one of those cats.
Oh my God, so they're the sweetest. They're the sweetest.
I've got I said I was never going to get an animal. Certainly not cats. We had 10 cats growing up.
No.
And the house was all types of smelly. And my parents couldn't say no to my sister. She would bring home like kitten after kitten. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. I'm the pile over there. And so it was like, no cats. And then my sister gifted a cat to my daughters. And the cat's so cool. I'm not a cat person. Yeah. This cat is cool.
Mr. Miyagi.
Stealing it from an ex-nut cat I'm not going to get.
Yeah.
But if you can be in this type of situation, which only a cat could get themselves into, I feel like, and be this calm.
Yeah, that's the goal.
They're stone cold killers, cats.
Yeah. But that's the goal. Like, the more you meditate, the less things bother you.
Yeah.
Do you find that? Or I get the feeling you don't meditate daily.
It's on my list of my daily activities to do. And probably I hit it 4 or 5 out of 7 days.
Okay.
So I'm pretty consistent because I tie it to another habit in the morning.
Okay.
So I'll exercise, sauna, and then my gym has these massage chairs that are amazing, right? And so I get in the massage chair and I set it for 10 minutes. And then I turn on my meditation and I listen to it and all out while I'm doing that. So I'm killing 2 birds with one stone.
Nice.
So I do it.
Life of leisure.
That's what happens when you're balling out of control, son. Balling out of control. And meditation is easy. Just sit back and observe that voice in your head. The voice in my head. Does your voice in your head sound like that? Can you hear Chris Tucker's voice when you see his face like that?
Oh, I didn't know that was Chris Tucker.
That's Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element, I feel like.
Maybe I don't know who Chris Tucker is.
He's the guy from Rush Hour.
I don't think I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I would do his voice, but I wouldn't do it justice. Don't do anything tomorrow. Take a day off. Watch Rush Hour 2. Watch Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
It's him and Jackie Chan, and it'll change your life. Not really. But you should try it anyway.
And it would be a day off. So
it'd be a day off. Yeah. It'd be homework. It's homework. Yeah. All right, my friends. It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Not really. It's the joke off, where we will take turns on these episodes reading or writing original jokes about the subject.
Okay.
And then read into each other. And then the other one has to rate it. What kind of rating system you want to give it? Between 0 and 10 or what? Letter grades? You want to go letter grades?
Yes, let's do letter grades.
Letter grades. Okay. All right. Some of these are real bad.
Okay.
All right. Where's the best country to meditate in?
Where?
Transylvania.
I give you a C-.
That's better than I thought. That's better than I thought. All right. I hope I wrote this right. I used to have anxiety on whether I was getting everything done. Now, thanks to meditation, I can have anxiety about sitting down and doing nothing too.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to give you a B+.
All right. All right.
Oh, I own this next one.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Ooh. My mom was really into meditation when I was growing up. She would tell me all the time to sit down and shut up.
A-.
Got a good one.
Yes.
All right, cool. I did not say the best for last, so I need to lower your standards on this.
Lower your expectations, people.
Does anyone else just fall asleep when they meditate? Why isn't Elon solving this problem? Just combine a meditation app and alarm clock and take my money, please. It's
not really funny.
Sure. What an idea.
Yes. Like, let's get Elon Musk on the phone.
Okay, Elon. Elon's going to be on the next show, so you have to subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Elon, we're talking to you.
Elon, come in. All right. Finally, the end of the end right here. This is the Believometer.
Okay.
All right. This is scientific.
Okay.
I don't know if you see that.
No, the smiley faces make me believe it.
And the numbers quantify it for you.
Okay.
So if you were to rate meditation for you,
yes,
1 being a time waster or 5 being a game changer, where on this spectrum would you put meditation for you?
5 all the way. Game changer. Yes.
Okay.
Changed my life.
You might want to save like 5 for maybe medication. That's a future episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, can't they both be 5s?
Yeah, I mean, you just change one word or like one letter. If you change the D to a C,
heavily meditated or heavily medicated? Both.
Somebody was given meditation as a directive from their doctor.
Yes.
And they came back high on Xanax. And they're like, oh, I must have read that wrong because doctor said that.
Yeah.
I feel that could have happened, right?
Is this a joke? Did you do this? Did you write this?
No, it's top of my head.
I love it. That's an A+. Hey, that's an A+. Yay.
Yeah. I'm smart. All right. So I'm going to put meditation. I'm going to be a weenie on this one. I call it a 3.5.
What?
3.5. Yes. Because it's gradual in its effect. Well, 4 days. It's gradual in the effect you can feel. Mm-hmm. And if you miss a couple of days, not a big deal. As long as you get back onto it. So, no. I'm going to get off the fence. I'm going to call it a 4. You just convinced me with your stares of disapproval.
Yeah, don't cross me.
Boom, boom, boom. So, guys, just like that. That's our first episode. In the can. Amazing.
All right. It was wonderful. And meditation is a game changer, people. Go out there and try it.
Get on it today.
Let us know how it goes.
Don't fall asleep.
Or do.